Hello and welcome to Simply Sport with me Neeraj Prabhu. My guest in today's program is Sandeep Warlikar. Sandeep is the only Goan to have achieved distinction as Master in Sports Coaching. He's the only one in the state with this degree now, and it must have been a quite a happy thing for you, Sandeep, isn't it?
In fact, it was most happy because they downgrade Goans in all other sports except.
Right.
So for me to be a master's in sports and finish it up with a gold medal at the Punjabi University was an icing on the cake.
Yeah. Basically, Sandeep has formerly been a basketball player for the state, has played at the national level, has been a regular player, but over the last more than 10 years, he has been a coach with the Sports Authority of Goa, and now with this degree of Master in Sports Coaching, I think it's what you can say, it's one of the best things to have happened for basketball in Goa. Sandeep, just to begin, our view is that basketball has been one of the sports in Goa to have been played for many years, but the development of the sport hasn't been keeping pace with the number of years that it has been here, and some other sports which have come after basketball, they have developed quite a lot. So how would you describe what is happening, or rather the state of basketball in Goa?
First of all, as we see now, anything that has to be doing well needs good marketing and a good solid calendar. First thing is we don't have a calendar in place for basketball. In the sense, we just buy our whims and fancies of some private clubs and some institutions. They think of having a tournament, they go ahead with the tournament. So there is no preparation. So when you have tournaments without a formal calendar, what usually tends to happen is you just pick and pull players to form a club to participate on that weekend, and that's it. Okay. So first thing first, I think the calendar needs to be put in place. The bodies in charge of the sport need to put their shop in place. Okay. And moreover, I think with the federations and the instructions coming from the central minister, Makhan,
Okay.
that no association, no federation would run for more than 4 years, would by and large very soon put things in place.
Right.
I would say whatever little, though you said it's little, whatever little has been pushed in place of basketball, is one is this very place, Don Bosco Oratory, has been trying real hard. Real hard, because organizing a basketball tournament is 10 times more harder than organizing even a tiebreaker in football.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to shell out a penny for basketball.
Okay.
So it really does not promote any commercial houses, any business establishment to shell out any money for the sport.
So it's not marketed well.
It's not marketed well at the local level, you can say. Because otherwise, I would say you definitely agree with me, whether it's an ad in the movie or whether it's a song in a movie, you'll see a glimpse of a basketball shot.
Absolutely, it's such a glamorous sport, but Goa has not been happening in basketball.
That's what. And moreover, even the casual wear you see, whether it's for shoes.
People like to wear basketball clothes out for a walk, or going to a mall, they would wear the basketball. Anyways, if we just look back and kind of try and see what has gone wrong where, probably the player, we'll look at your time when you were a player and the time in 90s when the scene was quite lively. So if you look back and now you compare the times, has there been a lack of enthusiasm amongst the generations that have come on to play this sport, or is it something different?
I think besides the tournaments, number of tournaments happening over a year, number of players coming to play and wanting to play basketball would be almost, you can say, rated as third or fourth in. People love the game, people love the sport. It's only that they come here, they see no tournament. At the end of it, someone wants to play a championship, someone wants to play a tournament. If that does not happen, why does one play?
Yeah.
So that's how they see it. And then they drift and shift to some other activities, some other sport. They prefer music, they prefer academics.
Right.
Okay, so that would be one of the reasons that I think.
But technically speaking, maybe the entire, the onus is on the body, the association that should run the sport. Probably the selections, probably other issues that have to be looked after maybe. so the game can come up maybe in future.
See, in anything that we do, whether it's sports or whatever, egos need to be put aside.
Absolutely,
And
you're right.
I say, gone are the days where people in Konkani, we say armchair timer. So the people who used to say armchair timer still want to hang around in the sport.
Yeah.
Okay? I feel it should get younger generation coaching, people who are qualified coaches coaching the university teams, the association teams, the state teams. Onus and responsibility should be given to them. Not only the reward of coaching. They should be even answerable if the team does not do well.
Surely.
But then if you just want any senior person or any Tom, Dick and Harry going along with the team, then I mean, and that's very much possible. I'm not blaming it on parents, but nowadays it so happens that your kid participating in the nationals, becoming a state player, become a social value. So parents don't mind shelling out money towards the sponsor of that particular team that goes or whatever. So then I would say the selection of the team, the proper strength, what we call the Goa team, is not justified.
Right.
It's not justified.
Probably basketball is one of the sport that needs a lot of cleanup act. Maybe, hopefully, it will come in the future and the muck will be cleared and maybe the sport will develop as it should be. Now, okay, you wanted to say something?
I would give my heart to basketball because I could put it on record. I want to be here till the end to see that the muck is cleared out. Because as you know that I have just completed my course. And at the very National Institute of Sports, Netaji Subhash National Institute of Sports, on my interview I was offered a job to stay back in Patiala in the academics, to be a coach at NS Patiala, to be in the academics wing. It's only the love for the state and the love for the game in Goa. Because I want Goa to do something in basketball. Outside Goa, they're already doing something for basketball.
Surely.
Outside Goa, they're already doing something for basketball.
What kind of network does Goa have for coaches, referees? Are there enough people, resources, coaching resources, refereeing resources at this present moment?
At the refereeing and coaching, both we lack substantial number of officials or qualified personnel. In coaches, I think qualified, considering even certificate course and all this, qualified coaches would in Goa would be 5 to 6.
Oh, just 5 to 6.
5 to 6. And referees would be another 4 to 5. But we have very, very sincere people who referee out of the love for the game. If I can put on record one, Mr. Andrew Cardozo, you must have heard of him. He runs this club called Aliens Basketballs, and that's where I started my basketball. Aliens Basketballs is where I started my basketball, and this gentleman doesn't run out for sponsors, organizes the tournament every year on the 24th or the 25th of May with and at his own cost. So even when we call him any part of the day for refereeing, officiating, whether it's inter-school or whether it's inter-college or the university, he is there. Because as you know, the game is not in place. We are not in a position to pay our referees and officials like cricketers and footballers do. We can't pamper our officials. We can only request them, please come. We are in a position to give them a mere $50, $75, which is sensible.
Looking across the state, what is the number of schools and colleges who are playing basketball regularly?
See, whenever we have our inter-school at a district level, we have somewhere ranging between 12 to 16 teams in the boys section. We have about 8 to 10 teams in the girls section. But when it goes up to the college level, the number fluctuates. As I again take it back to calendar. If a calendar is fixed, your participation is fixed, your organization is fixed, your plans and future is fixed. So if it happens close to the exams, you suddenly see a drop coming down to 10 teams participating. If you have it nicely placed, you have even 18, 20 teams participating at the inter-college.
But overall the number, don't you think is far less than what it should have been?
I think whenever we
8 to 10 teams.
I think whenever we speak, we need not compare it to cricket and football at any cost.
Absolutely, we don't have to, but overall looking at the number of years basketball is...
Because I said basketball is a very technical game.
Absolutely.
And a layman sitting outside would see the referee for no reason blowing the whistle every 10-15 seconds.
Right.
Okay? Whereas football, to an extent hockey, to an extent cricket, can be understood and can be even commented upon by a layman sitting outside in the stands. A person in the crowd or in the stands sitting would not understand why the whistle is blown. So we need highly qualified officials in basketball game.
Probably basketball is the most technical sport of all the sports in Goa.
Basketball is the second fastest sport in the world. It was the fastest before. It became second fastest only after ice hockey came into use.
Is it? So,
Basketball
okay.
way back, and it is still the second fastest sport.
The next question to my mind comes is like whether it is a statewide sport or is it limited to probably some elite or some advanced kind of people who watch the sport on TV and only they would like to play it. Is it that kind of a niche sport in Goa?
So what happens as far as basketball is concerned, first of all, this facility, the court, these boards are not available in all schools like you teach someone football, cricket.
Okay.
Okay. So all this court, basketball court, if you have gone wide and around Goa, is gifted in convent schools.
Mostly.
They usually have a basketball court. In their plan of constructions or structure, they usually have a basketball court. Okay. And then there are some other courts which are common playing facilities by our government, by DSY, SAG, whatever. And then we have some other courts which are come by maybe some body puts up some this in the panchayat area, whatever, and comes up. So the main reason for the game not spreading wide is the type of sport it is.
Right.
You can't play basketball without a basketball court.
Absolutely.
But you can play football, maybe hockey, and maybe cricket.
Without a ground. You
And
can
I
play
am
it on the
facing
road.
this big problem because some places where even basketball court is, they just draw some 3 lines and continue playing cricket on it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, right. Probably yes, these are the various difficulties which have been like hurdles in the development of basketball. Infrastructural difficulties, the technical problems that Sandeep has just described. Maybe in future the things will change. We hope they will change. Sandeep has been in the coaching field maybe for last 17 years.
Yeah, I started coaching in 1993.
Right. That 17 years is very important because he has seen the sport, every difficulty right from the grassroots level. But now that he has done sports coaching master's degree, which also has general coaching subjects that he has studied, and he is in a position to even boost the coaching, overall coaching field in Goa. Am I right? So now let us discuss more about your master's in sports coaching, the degree and the whole, the concept of what you have learned overall and how you would apply it to the Goan coaching system.
Master of Science Sports Coaching
basically
is a course, 2 years degree course, where we have allied sciences.
Okay.
Allied sciences like sports medicine, physiology, sports psychology, training methods, nutrition.
Okay.
All these divided into 4 semesters. It's a semester system. And every semester we have specialization in basketball. So my other coaches who did masters were from athletics, were from hockey, were from other disciplines as well.
So overall, through these subjects, what are the improvements or benefits that you have gained?
See, every step that I've done, like in 97, I done my certificate course in SNS in Kerala. Okay, thereafter I did my diploma in 99. So this is a deeper study, wherein we are taught how to test our trainees scientifically.
Okay. Just give an illustration of what are the tests of a trainee.
Like we now as coaches have become wise. Like the concept of parents, they say basketball khalia burkalam.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
But as coaches, as scientific coaches, I would say, what we rather do is we make a study on the anthropometry of the trainee, on the muscle structure of the trainee, on the type of muscle tissues in the trainee, and we would rather know whether this boy or girl over a period of 5, 6, 7 years would be beneficial to basketball, or we are wasting our time on him or her. Okay, so maybe he could be a better wrestler, maybe he could be a better footballer, a swimmer. So this scientific tests. Then the makeup, the psychological makeup of the person. We have questionnaires, we have one-on-one personality interviews. So this also helps us know whether the person is of an aggressive nature. Like you can't have a person who is very calm, quiet, getting good boxing. Similarly, you can't have a person who will be over-aggressive and over-excited all the while playing basketball. Because like in basketball, we have just 5 falls. So if we have someone who really has no control on his